Welcome back. If you have always been fascinated with Greek mythology, here's your rare opportunity to view some 130 exquisite Greek masterpieces at the National Museum of Singapore.
From gods to philosophers, the Greek masterpieces from the Louvre showcases many facets of ancient Greece. The National Museum of Singapore is the only Southeast Asian stop for the artifacts, which the Louvre Museum in France have sent on tour. To help visitors better understand ancient Greece, volunteer guides have recently started offering thematic tours of the exhibition. The three themes cover the Greek Olympics, Greek theatre, and the world of gods and heroes. These tours draw attention to the relevance of ancient Greece to our world today.
What is interesting about the Greek gods is that they were very human and they had human forms. They had human emotions, jealousy, revenge, and they had roving eyes too.
Next month, another thematic tour will be offered, Love Among the Ruins. Visitors will be sure to learn about characters like Eros, or as the Romans called him, Cupid. This rare opportunity to view these ancient artifacts have attracted students to the exhibition.
We think that it's a good opportunity to bring our students here to see the actual artifacts, so that they know what they've learned from the books.
Indeed, art students from nearby LaSalle School of Arts and Nanyang Academy of Fine Arts have been visiting the exhibition to sketch the sculptures. And if the rich art, history and mythology are not enough to attract visitors, the museum has more to offer. In conjunction with the exhibition, the National Museum of Singapore is organizing a program called Not Just the Classics. Starting from February, dance and theatre performances will be held in the museum's gallery theatre. Films inspired by Greek mythology will also be screened. The Greek masterpieces from the Louvre exhibition will be on until the 16th of March. This has been Eunice Wong for MediaBiz News.
From Greece to Japan, one Japanese cafe in Singapore takes the phrase self-service to a whole new level.
Kitchen Mogu Mogu, situated at the popular team hangout Far East Plaza, is not like any other regular eateries. For starters, it has only one waitress. The staff taking orders has been replaced by a machine. Customers pick what they want from the ordering machine and collect their food at a counter. Kitchen Mogu Mogu's speciality is their kawaii bento. A bento is a single portion takeout or home-packed meal common in Japanese cuisine. A traditional bento consists of rice, fish or meat, and pickled or cooked vegetables as a side dish. Kitchen Mogu Mogu serves their dishes in cute shapes, partly also to appeal to the younger crowd. Made in Singapore, response to the bento machines have been good. Customers find the idea refreshing and less intimidating than having to place their order with the service staff.
I think it's kind of convenient and a new idea compared to what usually they cater in those restaurants.
We actually don't feel the pressure of the waiter asking us what we want to eat.
As the ordering machine is self-operational, it cuts down on manpower costs.
We cut down on labour costs, which is a very heavy cost in Singapore and rising.
The sole waitress is employed to help customers with the ordering machine if they have any trouble or special requests.
Getting your food is relatively simple. Just pick the dish you want, make payment, and then proceed to the counter to pick up your hot bento. This has been Ruby Tan reporting for MediaBiz News. Itadakimasu.
The Singapore Prevention of Cruelty to Animals has been receiving an increasing number of abandoned animals. This is more so during the festive seasons. Maybelline C tells us more.
Fretting over the perfect gift for your partner or family during the festive seasons? Well, many people choose the easy way out by getting a pet. But more than often, these pets ultimately end up in the animal shelters.
Vesak Day, Christmas, Chinese New Year, Hari Raya, Diploma, and all this, we actually see an increase, so much so that usually the figures actually explodes and we don't have enough space to accommodate all the animals.
The Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, or better known as the SPCA, receives over 800 animals each month. This means that there is an average of 27 animals surrendered or abandoned each day.
The very important thing to do before getting a pet is to do your research. In Singapore, there are many types of pets that you can choose from. It's not just a matter of, oh, I love dog, let's go get a dog. Even if you're interested in a dog, does your lifestyle suit, to keep a dog? If not, can you try exploring other options, other pets? And this is very important, because if you don't do your homework well, you don't suffer. Because eventually when you don't want your pet suffers. If your pet ends up here and is not selected for adoption, he gets put down, and you wasted a life who was meant to love somebody because of your irresponsibility.
You can do your part in helping these animals too. If you witness anyone abusing or abandoning their pets, help the animals by reporting to the authorities or the SPCA. This has been Maybelline C for MediaBiz News.
Let's take a look at sports news now. The Institute Varsity Polytechnic Games are back. TP's volleyball team broke NTU's 3-year winning streak on Monday with a score of 25-14. In floorball, teams meet once again to face each other on the court.
The floors are heating up with floorball teams from the various tertiary institutions in Singapore. The teams are coming together to compete in this year's Floorball Institute Varsity Polytechnic Games. Also known as the IVP, the Games is a competition series of sports involving all polytechnics, ITEs, and universities in Singapore. Floorball is one of the 10 sports featured in the competitions. The Scandinavian sport was first introduced in Singapore back in the 90s. It has since quickly gained popularity among students in Singapore. Temasek Polytechnic's women's team claimed their first ever medal in another tournament last year. However, the men's team has yet to clinch the goal.
Yeah, basically we are restructuring our team, so we have a lot of new faces coming in, and therefore the talent is there, but we haven't been able to gel as well as we need to. And because we have a lot of breaks in between, so therefore we haven't been having enough time to work out what we need to work out. But with the new coach coming in, I guess we'll probably be having an aggressive approach towards our game. So I think our improvement will come in faster. We're probably aiming for the goal somewhere next year, our Polite or IVP. But we'll go step by step, game by game.
This match will decide who will compete in the semi-finals. The tournament champions will then be decided at the grand finals to be held at Ngee Ann Polytechnic later this month. This has been Farah Rasihan reporting for MediaBiz News.
Let's take a look at the scoreboards now. In the men's Group A category, NTU is leading with 9 points. In the women's Group A category, NYP is leading with 12 points. In the men's Group B category, TP is at 3rd place with 1 point. In the women's Group B category, TP leads with 7 points. That's all the news we have for you today. Join me next week on MediaBiz News.